Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I am your host, DBoss, and I just want to thank the people who have been doing their 15 minutes or more laughing every day, because it takes a lot of stress. It releases a lot of the endorphin. It heals your body. It does so much for you that people can't believe how much laughing can do. There's a lot of health benefits, and it's just not for one age group. It's for everybody, and it keeps you looking youthful. And if you have a strict job and stuff like that, and you have to be serious all day, well, then you need to do 30 minutes. So, and get everybody, and don't say that you don't have anybody to laugh with, because there's so many streaming programs. There's so many things that you could watch that can make you laugh, that can make you do all kinds of things and stuff like that, that you can be a part of. And also, it's free and it's good for your soul. So you don't have to sign up for any gym memberships to do that. And, you turn around. Some people are telling me that they turn around and then the 15 minutes is like, what, I already finished? They were doing it for 20 minutes. Yes, if you go over a little bit, 15 minutes, your body's going to hurt a bit. Your stomach's going to hurt. Maybe you got tears. Maybe you're sweating. But that's all good, because it's taking all that bad stuff off. So how you start your day is how you will start the rest of it. But I have one of our people here, sponsors and stuff. We have Enrich Resort City. That's going to be the first city, smart city, that's going to be in Limbe, Cameroon. And if you want to be a part of that, you could just let me know. You could just send me an email at Darlita at enrichnetwork.com. And that's going to be a project, so you can invest either in the actual smart city that's on 168 acres in Lembe, Cameroon, or you can get a place at a fractional villas at a fraction. You could be a fractional owner, or you could be a complete owner, and they're going very good pricing and stuff like that. So we're going to hear something from our sponsor, and I'll be right back with our special guest. All right. Well, that's Enrich Resort City. I encourage everybody to get involved in it. It's the first smart city, and I guess people are talking about smart cities all across the globe now. But that's going to be the first of its kind in Limbe, Cameroon. Of course, it's warm all the way around, and it's a big tourist beach spot. So for all your beach lovers and people that like to play golf and boating and all that, you're welcome to experience that great experience and come down there to Limbe, Cameroon. All right. Well, today we got some people here, and there's all the different colors. And of course, it's all the primary colors that everybody use. That all is a great fusion, because without the primary colors, you won't get all the other colors. So we have a group here that's going to be here today, and we're going to find out all what they've been doing, all the hiccups, different things that happen in their journey, what makes them still keep continuing on. So with no further ado, I introduce to you primary colors.
Hi.
Hey.
I Well,
Thanks
I
for
guess
having me.
well, I guess you guys got the memo. You're laughing a little bit, so
I'm always laughing.
Yeah.
so you do
Is
it.
it
You do
is
it
it
every
30
day,
minutes you said?
huh? Yeah, 30 minutes.
30.
It's 15 minutes, but if you could go 30 minutes, it's good.
Okay.
I'm definitely topping that today. Uh,
You think you could do it? It's your
yeah,
body's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a little bit. That's okay, because it tones your abs and all
I'm
the
all
other stuff.
about pushing boundaries. So, uh, well, yeah.
All right. So here at Real Life Matters, we like to know everybody's culture and where their background and where they come from. So I don't know. I primary which. Okay, I got to know who's who. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Whoever's
So,
go
so
first.
I'm Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, and I grew up in a part of Canada called Newfoundland. So a lot
Oh,
of Irish kind of culture there, and yeah, so I grew up there, and I moved to here to Ottawa in like 2018, where I met Jose. Um, who, yeah, why don't you tell us about yourself and stuff?
okay. So Jose, where you come from?
So I was born in Canada. I was born in Ottawa, but my parents are from Honduras.
Oh,
Yeah. And
so you been there?
I've been there, and my wife is from there too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you really embraced it then.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And then we're
All right.
missing
And
our
and then we're
go
missing one. We're
Yeah, we're
missing one.
missing our
It's supposed to
third
be
member.
three.
Yeah, we're missing our third member, Dennis. And yeah, Dennis, he grew up here in Ottawa, and
Okay.
he comes from like a background of Singaporean and Turkish, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So we have like
okay.
kind of a mixture of cultures
Yeah.
in our group, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
All right. So tell us about what kind of music you do and how did you come up with your name Primary Colors?
You want to talk?
Yeah. Our music, I think it reflects a lot of the things that we've done in the past, like, and our cultures too. And I know we just spoke about that, but that's kind of the nice thing about us is that we have people, like we have all these influences from different cultures. And like I said, the music we studied, like I grew up studying classical music, and I
Hmm.
have that music from down south, from that Latin music that's that I've studied, but also jazz is kind of like the foundation of my
So do you
like
play any musical instruments?
yeah. So I play the drum set. That's the
Oh,
drums
Hmm.
and percussion is what I do in the group.
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. The
And
group
Chris.
consists of we have bass. I play double bass and I play electric bass, and Jose plays drums, and Dennis plays keys and piano. So yeah, between the three, we have like just three. It's kind of like you were saying about primary colors. Like with just those three like potent colors, you can mix a lot of different other colors with those. So it's like those three instruments are pretty powerful in what you can do individually, and then when you mix them, you can come up with all sorts of different colors and textures. So yeah.
So did you guys go to professional schools, or are you the only one in your family that does? You're just the one-offs that started to do. Say, I'm going to do this band. I'm going to do the singing. I'm going to do.
Yeah, we all went to school for it. We all went
Okay.
to music school. We did 4 years, all of us did, and
4 years. Wow.
yeah, I did a jazz program in on the east coast of Canada called Saint FX. It's in Nova Scotia, and
Okay.
they have a jazz performance program there. So I did 4 years of that. Got my bachelor of music and jazz performance, and Jose also went to school for 4 years, and that's where he met the third member, Dennis. They both
Also, y'all met where you were studying.
Well, not quite, because
Oh,
Chris studied in a different city, like on the East Coast, and Dennis
okay,
and I studied in Toronto.
okay.
And oddly enough, we're both from Ottawa. We grew up in Ottawa. We're the same age, and we did a lot of the same activities, but never met each other. It
Oh,
wasn't until we moved to Toronto, we went to the same school called Humber, and that's where our relationships started. So yeah, it's like mostly a jazz school, but we were introduced to, like, because I don't know if you know anything about Toronto, but Toronto is like this multicultural hub.
yeah. I'm here. I'm in Toronto, so I know.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
There you
gotcha.
go.
And so, I don't even need to tell you, but there's like so many different cultures, and we were just exposed to all these different styles of music, and different people with different ideas, and yeah.
And I do have their music, people out there. That's what I do have some of their music. All right. So, who have you performed with, or have you opened, or how would you work?
Well, mostly we've done mostly a lot of shows with just like local bands. We've done a little bit of
Okay.
touring where we played with some like groups of people around our age. There's a band called No Cosmos in Montreal
Okay.
that we played with. When we played in Toronto, we played. What was the name of the group there? Amazing jazz group in Toronto.
Okay.
What was the name? Andrew
Marzotto.
Andrew Marzotto. His
Okay.
band.
So
See, I'm making you think here.
yeah, no, you should check them out, especially since
Yeah.
you're in Toronto. You and Farcombe, Davide Carrazza, and yeah, they're good friends of ours. But it's interesting because we're all freelancers, so like we've all played with so many different artists, and it's kind of
Like
nice
who?
because being in Ottawa, a lot of people come to us, and there's Kelly Lee Evans, who is from Toronto, but she lives here. Like all of us play with her, and we've played with like
Played with Roddy Elias,
Roddy
who's a kind of a
Elias.
local
Okay.
guitar legend, and we played with Mark Copeland, who's a jazz legend from
Okay.
Grammy
the
Award
States.
winning, jazz artist.
Yeah, we've played with just like a handful of people in our own kind of.
So you guys are like primary colors, but you guys are solo too. So you could go.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
all like we all do this pretty much for a living, so we play in all sorts of different groups and stuff. Yeah, and then this is kind of like I would say like Primary Colors as a band. It's one of our main like creative outputs where we can like, okay, like what kind of music do we want to be making, and like the three of us have such like minds and similar tastes, so like we can get together and be like, okay, like this is like the music we want to be playing, and so like it's kind of our time to like play the stuff that we want to. Yeah.
So you guys sing too?
Not in the group. It's instrumental, but we all sing. We all sing.
Oh, you know how to sing
Together.
well.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
sing. We can sing. Yeah. Yeah. After this, me and Jose got another rehearsal, and we're working on our background harmonies for that. So we do
Okay.
our fair share. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Just
All
don't put
right.
us on the spot. That's all.
Well, it seems like you guys do a lot of collaborations with different artists and different people. Okay, so I'll ask you both. You could both so separately because since you guys do things separately and you do sing, together. Okay, if you had the opportunity to play with somebody and somebody that you haven't done something with, who would you like to do? And you can pick three each.
You want to go first? I gotta think about mine.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll start off with Esperanza Spalding. I don't know if you know who she is. She's a upright bass player. She's
Okay.
American, and she teaches at Berkeley, but she is just like one of the most amazing musicians. I love everything she does.
Okay.
Okay, who else?
Number two, or you want to go one? You got your one?
Oh, do
You do.
one.
I'm still thinking.
Okay, go ahead, Jose.
Actually, one that I can think of is Leonel Lewicki. I'd love to play with him. He's a guitar player from Benin.
Okay.
he plays with like Herbie Hancock, some pretty big names in jazz, and yeah, but definitely.
Well, you never know because people watch our show here, so that's why I ask.
Yeah.
And then they go, "Oh, they want to work with me."
Fair. Fair.
Okay, go ahead. That was Jose.
Okay. Whew. I'm gonna have to say.
Roy?
Probably, okay, this is a little old school, but
Yeah, but that's okay.
Antonio Carlos Jobim. He's like one of those guys from Brazil from like many years ago who was big with creating the bossa nova style that we hear today. And
Okay.
he's definitely someone that I listen to a lot and would love to play with.
This is definitely a good question. Like, I feel like I haven't like thought of it. I feel like if I have more time to think about it,
It can be any genre of music. Like
yeah,
maybe you
for sure.
want
I
to
was
branch
thinking
out.
of some other genres. I was thinking like Flying Lotus is like an artist that I really like. He's kind of like in the electronic scene,
Okay.
and plays with like Thundercat and stuff like that. I'd love to be part of that world, and then I guess I'll just do my third one now.
Well, since he's on a roll, right?
I'd love to play with Lewis Cole, who's also in a
Okay.
similar scene. Yeah, he's a drummer. Yeah, like I love his playing.
Okay. All right, Jose.
Oof. It's tough.
There's a lot of music out there, a lot of artists.
Chris Pond.
Oh, Chris Pond. Yeah.
That's me, by the way.
Probably, I don't know. There's Corey Henry might be a big one for me too.
Wow.
He's a pianist / organist from the States, and yeah, he's just or Jacob Collier. Have you heard of Jacob Collier's material? Okay, yeah, he is someone
that would be crazy. Yeah.
And a good one here too was Eddie Bullen. You know him?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. and that's very possible. He could do something with him.
Yeah,
because he's awesome. Here in the Toronto GTA area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, are you guys think about branching out to any other styles of music, or just?
Well, it's nice with our I play all sorts of different styles with other people, and then in our group is nice because we can combine different styles. That's kind of a nice thing about jazz is like in modern jazz especially, it's like people think about jazz as being like kind of like traditional jazz where you have like trumpets and you have like your like a smoky bar vibe or whatever, but it's like modern jazz, there's like so many different branches and expressions of jazz, and like that's kind of one of the things we really love about it is like we can take all these different styles and genres that we like and kind of mix them together and be able to play them all like within one group. So I would say like we do play a lot of different genres, and that's something that I really love is like having that diversity and like being able to. I don't like just being stuck on one thing. I like being able to have options.
Yeah.
So when you're doing your creativity and you're thinking what songs that you want to do, like where do you do that at? Do you do it in the studio, or are you sitting in the back having a beer or a glass of wine, or what?
Normally we'll hang out at Dennis's place, the missing
one.
He has a nice spot for us to hang out and jam. We'll maybe drink a few beer or something, and just like hang out and chill. And then sometimes we'll just like write music together, and we're often just like listening to stuff that we like and exploring. And sometimes we'll start by like writing stuff on our own, and then we'll like bring it in and like work.
And then do you tape the beat? Because a lot of people, if you hear something, you're like, oh my gosh, and then you get up. Yeah. And then if you don't tape it, you forget or do the melody.
Oh, for sure. I have so many voice notes on my phone.
Yeah.
Look at Jose. Jose, it happened to you a couple of times. Oh, I remember it in the morning.
That's the thing. Yeah. I have a lot of voice. What do you call those?
Voice notes.
Yeah, voice notes.
Yeah.
Or voice memos or whatever.
Yeah, and it's nice, right? Because you let it play, and it's just an organic thing with us, It's not forced. We're not like we just hang out.
It just comes. You just go. You just flow with it.
It's funny. Sometimes I'll like I don't know if I've done this with many songs for this group, but like sometimes I'll like be there'll be a song in my dream, and it'll just be playing on loop in my dream, and then I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, I have to like record that right now or else I'm gonna forget it. So then I have just a bunch of like dream songs that I like wrote like subconsciously in my dream, and like,
A lot of people, but some people say, okay, you know what, I'll remember it. And then
yeah,
it's
no,
gone.
no,
You got
I
to
got
get up and do it right then, or just go da 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 da, or whatever the beat is, and then
mhm.
you'll remember it.
Yeah, exactly. I have to. If I don't record it right away, then it's gone. So yeah.
All right, so tell us about this song here. We have All Love.
Okay, do you want to talk about it?
Well,
Yeah,
Jose
all
could
love.
say something.
That's a Dennis composition, eh?
Yeah, Dennis wrote that song and brought it in.
Okay.
And we kind of like all figured out like what we're gonna do on it. But that's kind of a nice. It's a slower, kind of groovier tune. It's kind of like I would say there's some like soul and
Okay.
like yeah, like influences. So it's like yeah, you'll hear it when you listen to it. It's not like I was saying earlier about like being traditional jazz. It's more like modern jazz, more influenced by like groove based music and stuff. Um, yeah, and it's the title. It's the title track for our first album that we released last year
Okay.
in the fall. Yeah,
Oh, in the fall. Okay.
yeah,
Here we
Yeah,
go.
it's like Dennis brought this to us. I think it was during the pandemic. That's when we really started to play with, uh, we kind of just created a big bubble, and we played like almost every day, and we'd workshop all these things. So we had a lot of time to, refine them and add our different pieces to them. And it's good because like this album, we we wanted to show off a couple different sides of us, right? We
Okay.
wanted to show our tradition in jazz, you know, our love for it, but we also wanted to show like this other side, which is like the modern jazz that Chris was talking about, right? So you can hear that in our album, and I think All Love is a great example of like this huge modern sound that we worked on, you know.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna hear All Love, people. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at you guys. I'm like, is this coming from you guys? Yes. I guess you get that all the time, right?
yeah. No, for
All right,
sure.
so tell us about this one here, February Flower.
That's a song that I wrote years ago, and it just like we tried. It was cool. I was in school as well as still in university, and I just sat down at the piano, and it just wrote itself. I would say like it just came out, and a matter of minutes, and yeah,
Wow, matter.
I brought it in for this band, and it just like really worked for us in the way that we played it. So yeah, it's
All
nice.
right. So here we go. February Flower. That sounds so good. You know, you could just picture at home or just it's February. I guess you wrote it for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I just wrote it in February, and it just felt.
He just wrote it all. It's no particular time. A lot of things happen in February.
It wasn't for Valentine's Day, but
No,
yeah.
but you can see yourself just sitting down. It's at a, you know, if you're having a dinner party or something, you know,
Hmm.
the music is so nice.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So tell us about this springtime lullaby.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Is that
another
who? Is
one
that
of
by Jose?
that's another one that was written by Dennis, and he
Oh,
wrote that I think when he was in his third or fourth year at Humber in Toronto at a post secondary,
okay.
and yeah, I'm not
It's very
sure.
like song like. It's
Yeah.
very like meditative. I would say, and like, yeah. It's like it definitely for me encapsulates the feeling of like springtime is coming. There's like some nostalgia there, like as there is with both like all of the changing seasons, but then there's also like looking forward to something and hopeful. That's like very much how it feels to me, anyways. I don't know what Dennis would say about it.
Yeah, that's the other thing
Well, you
about
guys gotta know
Dennis.
you guys are the creatives behind it, right? And like you guys are playing it while it's going, even though Dennis, but you guys are in it, right?
Yeah, we're contributing for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's hear this one here now. Springtime lullaby. You hear people? It's springtime lullaby, all right? Well, that's good too. I guess, is it for the babies or or it
Yeah,
could
I'm
be,
not sure what
or
inspired
it could
that,
be
but
some big
Dennis
babies too.
Dennis is really good at he's so creative, and he builds these worlds, and like he loves playing board games and all that. So I think all of that kind of inspires him, and like legends and lore,
Oh,
and yeah.
and it's good that you guys, collab like all your musical instruments and stuff. You just kind of like, okay, duh, we're in it. You know what I mean? Like, let's
Yeah, yeah.
try.
Yeah, we feel like when we play together, it's like it just feels really easy. There's a very natural connection between us, like as
Okay.
friends, and then that translates musically as well. It's just like, yeah, it's like you said, we're just in it as soon as we start playing together. It's like
So
we're
is your
all on the same.
family like your music?
Yeah, yeah. No, my family. No, just kidding. Yeah, my family. Yeah, my
No, I
family's
don't
always.
like it.
Yeah, my family's super supportive of our
Okay.
music, and they always have been, and yeah, they love this album for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you guys working on next? You're just releasing songs from the album, or you just
Yeah, we got a big show coming up at the National Arts Center in Ottawa here, November 28th, I believe. And
wow.
so that's kind of we've been working on like towards that for a while, and just like deciding what music we want to present for that. So yeah, that's coming up. So that's kind of been our focus right now. But in the back of our brains too, we're also thinking about, well, we've been writing some more songs and stuff, and we're kind of thinking about the next album, and we'd love to like maybe get a chance to like go to a cottage and just like be able to focus on writing stuff, and like just come up with have a few days just to get it in the incubator, and
Just go there and get away.
yeah, yeah, I think that would be really cool. So we're thinking about doing something like
Or you
that.
sit on the beach or something.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be
yeah,
really
Cameroon maybe.
nice.
You always come up with a lot of things there, you know what I mean? Like when you're away and,
Yeah, yeah. When you're relaxing, and yeah, you have a chance to get away from all the rest of the pressures of life and just like focus on creating. It's really nice. Yeah.
All right. So are there any shout outs that you guys would like to give your people for supporting you and stuff? Who you guys, either one can go because some people have their own different one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to shout out my wife. She is
What?
she is honestly
That's big points there.
she is the foundation in our household. You know, I got two little girls, and she helps me hold it
Oh,
down. But also my girls, they're really supportive, and they love coming out. And yeah, like we played a festival a couple weeks ago, and we brought the girls out for the first time to an evening show, and
okay.
they were just our number one supporters.
Ah! There's Jose and Chris is
Yeah.
like, okay.
No, for sure. Like definitely, like for like my friends and family, everyone close to us in our lives, definitely. They're always so supportive of our music and always do what they can to help promote us and get it out there. So definitely thankful for like all of our friends, family, partners, and just like other people that we meet along the way that like our music and help support us. Yeah, it's like we definitely couldn't do it without them. So yeah,
Right. Well, you can't do it without your fans because you don't have no fans.
yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Well, I hope you guys get out there, you get more, recognition and get, people to, play you. You go, you got to hook on sometimes with some other people to
Yeah,
to bring you out.
I mean, our goal is to like do more touring eventually. Tour Canada,
Hmm.
tour across Canada, maybe tour Europe. That would be the dream there. Tour Europe,
Hmm.
maybe, or wherever we can go, we'd love to. So that's like kind of our goal. We're just working towards that, and yeah,
Okay.
just our just trying to make the best music that we can and have fun doing it.
All right. All right. So if people want to book you guys and stuff, where can they find you on your social medias? I know you guys got your own, so you can say your own and you can say
Yeah,
the main
yeah. We're Primary Colors Trio on Instagram. I guess that's the
one.
easiest
Okay.
one. I'm Chris Pond Bass on Instagram as well.
Yeah, I'm King Jose G with the G-E-E. Okay.
G-A-E, you said?
G-E-E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, G-E.
Yeah.
All right.
And you want to follow Deniz Lim-Sersan too.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
primary colors trio would be the
main one, right?
Yeah.
And then you can see you guys from there. Well, it's been a pleasure, and you guys got to come back again. Tell when you come up with some new stuff, and and at least people get a feel for what kind of stuff that you are doing.
Yes, that's right, and we look forward to meeting you in Toronto if our paths cross and
okay.
see you out there. Yeah.
Well, people see people, all over the place, because sometimes, circles in the circles and stuff. And I would encourage you guys to reach out to, Eddie Bullen. He has a studio and stuff there because he does jazz and all types of music.
Right.
So
cool. Okay.
You're working with a good creative like himself. It's something I'm going to tell him anyway. So and he'll go send him on through because a lot of jazz, and I think his son does a lot too. So,
Gotcha.
You guys will, primary colors, and it's really, I like the work. You look at you guys and you're like, oh my God, what? That's coming out for you guys. I guess you get that a lot, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Well, I guess if they'd never seen you or heard you, you know what I mean? They would,
That's the thing.
Then when they
true.
see you, like, oh. Oh, this is what they do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if you guys were just sitting in the crowd, you would never know.
Right. Yeah, we're pretty unassuming, I guess. Yeah.
All right. So I do want to thank you guys, and I do want to thank the viewers tonight for tuning in here with Chris and Jose. And, of course, Dennis is missing, but he's there in spirit. So he's just in the middle. And with primary colors, and you guys go out there, support the music, stream the music, give them some comments on their YouTube, because that's what they want. That's what puts them in the ratings. So I always encourage that. So good night, everybody, and bye for now.